What's up everybody, it's Block here, just coming out of your deck profile of my Swordsoul Synchron deck. It's sort of picked up Swordsoul obviously a little while back, and obviously this is just another build to use, and obviously you can go into Crystal Wing on the 5th summon, so like you could with Barones. Obviously one of the big things this deck is obviously Nib. But without further ado, let's get into the deck profile, and of course don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Of course, start off with the main deck. First of all, we start off pretty standard. Start off with the 3 Moe, 3 Long One, and 3 Tire. Obviously, Moe is on normal or special summon, reveal the Swordsoul or Worm, special summon the token. Long One's discard to special summon itself and the token, and Tire is banish the Swordsoul or Worm from deck summon token. And when they use the Synchro material, Long One burns you for 1200, Moe draws. And of course, Tire, Foolish Burials, a Worm or Swordsoul. And next, on to the 3 Ecclesia. Obviously, absolutely amazing card, love Ecclesia. Obviously, great going first, great in second, to be able to tune out kind of any of your Moes or your Tires. Next, on to the Tengies. 3 Ashara. Obviously, probably one of the best ones. Obviously, they will have the same effect of if you control no effect monsters to special summon from hand. And this one, you control a face-up monster, you can special summon a Tengi from your deck, but you're locked into worms, but that's no trouble. Next, got 2 Adhara. Obviously, it's a level 1 tuner, really good. Obviously, has a special summon effect. And if you control a non-effect monster, you can target one of your banished worm monsters and add it back to your hand. Amazing effect. 1 for Shida. Again, obviously has the special summon effect, and also does have a bit of removal. If you control a non-effect monster, target 1 card your opponent controls, spin it back to the hand. And then 1 Shahana. Again, the special summon effect, you control no effect monsters, and also you can banish it. And if a non-effect monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effects, banish it and special summon it, then destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. Of course, lastly, we have obviously off the ban list, whether it probably will end up getting put back on it, I'd imagine it will do, but of course one of the Protoss, absolutely amazing. Then next we do play 2 of the Revolution Synchron. Obviously this is kind of the part of the, sorry about that, the Swordsoul engine. And then next, play 3 Ash and 3 Nib. As I always say with these videos, kind of hand trap wise, play what you like. Play what is best for you and what you like to play with. But anyway, that's the monsters. Now onto the spells and traps. On to the spells and traps. Of course, start off with the 3 Emergence. Pretty much just a rotor for your Swordsouls, or if you control a Synchro, you can add a Worm instead. And also has a Graveyard effect. You can target 1 Swordsoul or 1 Worm monster you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. The next you do play 1 of these Summit. Again, essentially just a Monster Reborn for the deck, so search for Monster Reborn is pretty good. Next I do also play 3 Tuning. Again, it's just the rotor to be able to get the Revolution Synchron into hand. Super duper easy. Then again, the same kind of with the Heavenly Dragon Seal. Kind of again, it's just another rotor, just consistency really. And kind of the same with Desires as well. Just being able to draw into our starters and our powerful cards, obviously it's what we want. Then I do also play 3 Crossout, because obviously we don't like Nibiru, and 1 Called by the Grave as well, because we don't like hand traps, we don't like Nibiru. 1 Blackout as well, it's on for the traps. Obviously it's an amazing one, being able to just target a worm monster you control until your opponent controls, destroy them. And of course this card is banish, it summons a Swordsoul token as well, so being able to carry one of our link plays and things like that, kind of having Tire as well in the field, going into that and summoning in 2 tokens. Then finally, just to finish off for the deck, we've got to the Imperm, because again, it's Imperm's good going first to second, and of course also works out as a cross-out target as well, because we don't want our Moe and Tire and things getting Impermed. Anyway, that is it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. And onto the extra deck, of course, we start off with 2 of the Chi Chow. Obviously, absolutely amazing synchro. So when it's synchro summoned, you can add to your hand or banish a Swordsoul card from your deck. And also you can banish 1 Swordsoul or 1 monster, quick effect from your hand or graveyards, target another effect monster in the field, negates effect. So it's an imperm as well, which is really good. Obviously one of the Chen Ying as well, which obviously works really well with Chi Chao. Obviously it has protection effect by banishing, and then when a card's banished, you can banish one from your opponent's field and graveyard as well, of course. There, one for the big Sovereign long one. Obviously it's great effects when you have two effects. Obviously when it's synchro summoned, while when you synchro summon another worm monster while this card's on the field, you can draw a card. So it's a, say, TG Hyper Librarian. And of course, if your opponent special summons, except during a damage step, banish one of those monsters and burn your opponent for 1200. And then the same as well for Spell and Traps effects as well. Do play one of the Ruddy Rose Dragon, kind of what I kind of play in place of Barone. Of course, then we play one Crystal Wing as well. Obviously with the Revolution, with the Synchron engine and the Revolution Synchron, we're able to get into this, which is really good. It gives us another negation, and kind of with that engine, we can kind of end up having sort of 3 big synchros out. Then moving on to one of the Berserker of the Tengi. Obviously it's a really, really good one. 3000 attack, so it's big body as well. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effects, banish it. So of course it can proc a lot of effects like Chen Ying as well. And if it destroys an effect monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, gains equal to its attack, and it can make another attack. So kind of good for OTKs as well. Of course, one Drag Eye, which we can just use, helps us with a bit of Spell and Trap negation as well, to give us a bit more protection. Do play one Ancient Fairy Dragon as well, obviously part of the Synchron engine to be able to get into Crystal Wing as well. And of course, if we have like another level 4 in hand, like a Moe or a Taya, we'd have to special summon that and extend even more. I do also play one Black Rose Dragon, just being able to just threaten Black Rose Dragon. Your opponent doesn't expect it, and it makes them, you know, playing it at locals the other week, ended up going into it a couple of times, and it was, you know, my opponent had to use their Omni Negate as well, you know, to stop it blowing up their board. Then we do play one Chifao as well, and one Baxia as well for our Yang Xing synchros. Obviously these are very good generic synchros going. Baxia is obviously very good going second. Then just to finish off, we've got 2 Monk, of course Monk's pretty standard, and one Shaman of the Tingy as well. So kind of pretty standard extra deck, but kind of with the Ruddy Rose, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy Dragon and Crystal Wing. We can kind of gives us some more options to go into, and more negations and things to help us win games. But anyway, that's it for my Swordsoul Synchron deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.